problem statement. Then we need to define what are the KPIs and the metrics we need to work on those part. And after integration those part, what is the effect on the matrices level, right? We need to come with that solution. Maybe our whatever we identified the problem, it not affect the main result, right? So here there is one guy who submitted this doc, and this is found very interesting. So how he started with his analysis, he identified one problem like infrequent users. Okay, so he work on the infrequent users, those primarily engage with Spotify during isolated events, means during the road trips and studying he uses Spotify, but he is not used on the daily basis. What do you mean by daily basis means during the commuting to office or in or college something. He want to highlight those parts, how we can convert these infrequent users to the daily activities. So what he did, he understand the root cause, right? So he go with the first step, lack of contextual prompts. User don't receive the reminder or the nudge that associate with the Spotify with routine activities, right? Second one is other app is dominating, right? Like YouTube or local FM is he is using during the commuting, and the workout, during workout he is using the YouTube. Then the outlet playlist and recommendation is don't align with the user specific. These are the most probably the root causes of the that problem, right? And third one is user perceives Spotify committed was engagement. Okay, now he come with a solution. The first solution he identify, he go with a smart activity based recommendation. Okay, so he done with the problem statement. He initially faced the identify the problem, what are the problem, and he come with a maybe which possible root causes for this particular problem, right? Now he proposed three solution, and the first solution is smart active based recommendation. Okay, so he used a machine learning to predict the user activity and deliver the personalized content at the right moment. So he proposed the first activity as a smart activity based recommendation, where he used a machine learning predicted model. And based on this, Spotify and how it works, see, he mentioned the key idea, he mentioned the how it works, and he also mentioned the technical components and the benefits. So he proposed three solutions. Based on these three solutions, he identified the priority of this proposed solution. Okay, and based on this product risks, value risks, usually risks, flexibility risks, he create one scoring map, and based on the scoring total score, he created a framework. So this is how the actual doc, the business doc, look like. Okay, so moving to the first solution, what he exactly did, say here, he used he give the idea like we need to use the machine learning to predict the user activity, right? So then how it works, Spotify analyze user behavior, device sensor, and external data sources, weather and calendar. And based on this, they automatically suggest the playlist based on the daily activity. Like they share the notification like your morning commute playlist is ready, pump up track for your workout is ready. So based on the activity, based on the machine learning model, he give the prompt. I mean, he give the notification to the users. Okay. Second thing, what he did, what he proposed the integration with the daily tools and device. Here, what he Spotify is connected with the external apps as well as the device specific optimization. So here, Spotify into tools of environment that user is already used daily. So here, how it works? See, if the Spotify is engaged with the external app like calendar integration and fitness app, so we can trace the particular individual, right? The particular user. We can trace what activity he is used to do at what time, and based on the timing, we can give them notification. Your playlist is the workout playlist is here, or during the focus time, we can give the very silent type of music tracks to the users. So he proposed the second solution as integration with the daily tools and device. Based on that, we can trace the user activities, right? Third one, he proposed the okay habit loop reinforcement through the gamification. Okay, so he proposed like if we watch the session for the 1 hours, they might be the something we can unlock the same new session like that. They give some prompt to the users. So it is called as gamification. User earn the point or rewards based on the means constantly he use how session he is utilizing. Based on that, he will get the rewards and the other things. So he mentioned these 3 points, three solution. He initially identified the problem, right? Any doubt till here? You understood the problem he identified. Now he proposed the solution. Any doubt here? Throughout, I checked the all the doc here or the share by the you guys, and it's looked fine to me. I mean, you already mentioned everything here. But this is something which look very good manners means, in the proper formatting. Okay, so now okay, so he proposed a three solution, right? First one is smart activity based recommendation. Second one is if Spotify integrate with the daily tools and device. One is uh, this habit loop reinforcement through the gamification, right? So three solution. Now he need to evaluate which solution is better, and based on that, he need to give the notification to the users. Once this business framework is worked, he need to work on the KPI metrics, right? So how we prioritize the solution? So based on the product risks, first one is value risks. Does it address the core problem effectively? He filter out the three problem. He criterized the three segment here. This three solution based on the this value risks, usability risks, flexibility risks. Uh, this one scalability risks. He give the scoring. Okay, so based on this scoring, he identify which one is the very most important solution he need to prioritize. Okay, so here he find the integration with the daily tools and device. It might be creating the good. It will impact too much to the users in order to increase the user frequency and the session rate. Okay, so now he integrate like the first priority will be the daily tools and device. Second one is a smart activity based recommendation, and third one is a reinforcement through the gamification. So now he created the framework here. Based on the calendar event is the first priority, like the based on the daily tools and device is his first priority. Second is a smart activity recommendation, that is fitness app activities or which we discussed initially on the first part, right? uh here yeah, so this is how he identify the score. This is how he create the framework. Once this it goes to the framework, it will notify based on the above three business proper suggestion of the three solution. He gave the notification that your workout is ready for the workout. He give the prompt like that. He give the playlist for that particular zone, right? And then he at the end he wants some feedback from the user. Okay, so this is how the framework. Okay, now next part is after implementing those things changes, he need to work on the engagement matrix level analysis, right? At the end goal is we need to check our matrices are getting highlighted or not, right? We need to work on this part whether our session frequency is got increases because of these changes, our retention rate is increased or not, our adoption rate is increased or not, right? The click there is one concept like click whenever you get notification, are you able to click on that part and users are use that particular place or not? That is click per how many notification we get. This is something we have the matrices, we need to work on that. So what he did, he bifurcated these things with respect to the engagement matrix. In engagement matrix is focus on the session frequency. Now, what is session frequency? Any idea about the session frequency? You guys, most of the guys cover this matrix. Anyone want to explain this thing?
I think it's about how a person is how many times a person is completing unique sessions.
Yes. How many indirectly it reflect the how many time the person is coming to our platform as well, right? Is
Yeah.
how frequently he is coming. So this is what the main matrix to us, right? When you do any if you identify any problem statement, when you propose any solution, whether is it reflected with on the your matrix level or not. That's what he did the analysis. He do the analysis. See, this is very theoretical business perspective. Once you work on the data, you're going to understood how it affect on the data, how the session frequency going to change because of the something some problem, I mean some solution we propose. Okay, so here the he work on the session frequency where he check on the average number of session per week. Okay, so how frequently users are coming on this platform before the plan and after the implementation of the new this proposed solution. So he give the solution like he need to work on the session frequency. Then second thing is adoption metrics. Okay, if you integrate this solution to your system, then what is the percentage of integration uses rate? Now, what is integration uses rate? They mentioned the definition, right? Can you help me to understand what exactly you want to explain here?
I guess what happens when I use, I mean, I'll give my example. When I use Instagram, there are a few account who talk about the playlist, like specifically gym playlist or some other
Hmm.
playlist. So what I do, I mean, they redirect me towards the platform Spotify
Yes,
for
yes.
listening the playlist. So I guess that would
Hmm.
be an integration.
Yes, yes. So that's what the concept here means. How we check how many people are eligible for means if you are update this Spotify, then only then you are able to get the new update, right? Then only the Spotify connect with your calendar and the day-to-day activities. So we need to work on those part, means how many eligible users are there, and based on that, how many number of users triggering playlists by integrating this thing. So this is how if we can trace this integration users rate. Okay. So this is one matrix he covered, and then second one is playlist interaction rate. Take the action after the receiving the integration driven recommendation. Okay. So he check after getting the recommendation how many percentage of the people are going to that particular who take the action, right? Means they come with a solution, they implement the proposed solution, and they now want to check how many people are getting the proper recommendation. This is indirectly showing the conversion of the notification to the direct uses, right? The playlist interaction rate. It is indirectly give the response whenever you got a notification, are you going on that particular playlist or not? That is also the one matrix. This is very important. It the indirectly it directly proportional to the whether your model is proper or not, right? Initially might be the playlist interaction rate is less, now it got increased because of you are tracking the day-to-day activities and you are modify your proposed solution. So he identified these key matrices. Okay. Now, the third one is you work on the retention metrics. Now, you all guys are aware with the retention, right? Retention is everywhere people are using these matrices. If you go in Uber, if you go in Netflix, if you go in Cult, they are working on the retention thing. The most important metrics for them is retention metrics. So what is retention? Any idea?
It's more like
Sorry. Yeah. So retention. Yes, yes. So, if it take the example of Netflix, they have subscription monthly, yearly, or half yearly, quarterly. They want the people to take the premium, and they want the people to become again and again to their platform, and this matrix, retention matrix, help out to know how people are coming to our platform. Okay. If not, then we need to work on the churn metric, churn rate. So how frequently people is leaving the platform. So after this is a long term. This is not we are getting in a very in 1 month or 2 months. Once you implement this business model, we need to wait for the 3 months or 4 months to implement this model and check how many people are getting retained in after this proposed solution. And we need to connect this retention matrix with respect to the previous model. And and then we need to cross check whether this retention rate is increased because of these activities or not. So this is what, if you go with the Netflix, you already aware with that thing. If you check the Hotstar, Cultfit, and the Uber, in Uber we have Uber for Business. In Uber for Business, there is one particular team is completely working on the retention. So retention is a very major part in a business, and in every business there is a one team which is most probably working on this retention and churn rate and membership part. So if you go, it might be in future you are mostly work on these matrices very frequently. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So he work on the retention. He check how many people are coming in the platform, how many people are coming continuously. Even if their premium is got over, they again come to the platform. They again purchase the premium account or something. So this is how he identify the retention. The churn rate is again the similar concept. The retention rate and the churn rate is nothing but come under the membership part. So churn rate is how frequently people are leaving the Spotify. What percentage of the people are leaving the Spotify? After adding this particular three solution, whether the churn rate is decreased or not, we need to focus on that part, right? The possible solution is we want to churn rate should be a minimum, right? That's what our main agenda. And if it is churning, then we need to deep dive why people are leaving the platform. There is some specific data analyst team which mostly do the deep dive on the churn rate. Why the people are leaving the platform? They go inside, they trace the back user data. Based on the data, they check how he valuable. If you aware with the RFM analysis, anyone aware with the RFM analysis, recency, frequency, and monetary? Anyone? So if you get time, search the recency, frequency, monetary, RFM analysis. And this is very important analysis in the business context. Most of the interviewer are going to ask this type of question, RFM. So there are so many projects available. It might be available in Excel. You can work on the SQL also, and you can work that project in the Python also. So you can do my suggestion is after completion of your Excel and SQL, check for the RFM analysis, where they analyze the how recently, how frequently, how monetary the people are coming there in their platform. Okay, just note that RFM analysis, and based on that, they are sharing the. Are you getting some notification from Swiggy from past someday you are not getting, you are not order something, right? Or this is your meal time, or this is something they share the notification, or they share the greeting. So mostly the greetings are shared by doing the RFM analysis. They focus on those customer who's they spend too much amount in our app, and the people are continuously coming and they stop coming again. So they share the notification. They target the particular criteria peoples, and they share the notification to those people. So they create RFM analysis. They create one scale. Based on that scale, they share the notification to the users. So this is how in the backend they are not directly sharing the greetings to all guys. Okay, so there is some back calculation going there. So this is not, if you get random message, this is not something they are sharing randomly. They did the back analysis there. So that's called as RFM analysis. Do check that thing, because that's something which is very important topic as well. So one thing is the retention and the churn rate, very important topics. Second one is RFM. Even though the RFM is not, I check all the PDF, no one did the analysis on that part, but that is also very important topic. So this is how he work on the retention matrix. Okay, retention rate and the churn rate. Any doubt here? Retention in the retention matrix. Do focus on these matrices. If you get something in Excel, try to get some data. Ultimately, you need to also work on some part of the data, right? So if you get something, some project on the retention and the churn, that will be very helpful. They might be in the future, in the interview, they will going to ask on the retention part deep dive. So many times the manager asks the deep dive on the retention and the churn rate part. So they will directly ask the churn rate is suddenly increase. What is the issue? Now you need to do the deep dive. You need to uh, go from the top level to the granular level. From aggregate level to the granular, you need to face the data and you need to come with a solution why it is happening. Or might be you need to identify the issue, what is happening, because of that the churn rate is increased. Right. So this is what the frequent asks coming from the stakeholder regarding retention and the churn rate. So if you get something, some projects, do check that as well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me about the retention and the churn. So if he cover this topic as well, okay, retention rate and churn rate. Any doubt here? Okay, great. So then again, what notification click through the future specific metrics. So after implementation of this solution, he work on the part of CTR. Means how he got the notification, and based on that notification, how many clicks are appear. Means number of clicks on notification divided by total notification. It will give the sense that people are interested in our notification part, right? So this is again one matrices where you are going to focus. If you work on the Tableau, you need to highlight this particular matrix to stakeholder so that they will understood the trend which is going on in your particular application. In this case, this is Spotify, right? So these are the matrices. Every time must be present in your front page. Identify the trends, how your CTR is constant or it is going in up, down, or down, down, in down side. So you need to identify this trend. If it is going down, then there might be some issue with your proposed solution, right? You need to compare this with your solution A and solution B, right? Newly approached solution. And even if your solution you stuck with one plan only, if something is going on the CTR downward, so you need to again do the deep dive why it is doing, and then again you need to come with the business solution. So there are in every matrix there are possibility to do the again deep dive, again go and do the business sense. What is the proposed solution? So inside one major problem, you can identify very small kind of the business relative context, right? The one is churn rate retention. Here the CTR. If CTR is dropped, then why it is dropping? Again, you need to do the deep dive. Again, you need to think what is a possible solution to increase the CTR percentage, right? Any doubt here? Understood the CTR part? So I check the again. I like the way the people are present their presentation here. I mean, the whole business problem here. This is shared by Nida, and I like the way she present here. She described the problem statement, and she proposed what is the current solution and what is she proposed the solution. So the loop, so the process in which she proposed the solution is fine, is good. Means that's great. You noted everything and you follow this pace. That's what we want to know, and everyone is followed that to particular things. But this is something which is give the more insight of that particular problem, right? So yeah, any doubt till here? Yeah, is it fine now? Okay. So the second one is he work on the smart speaker routine activities. Number of times Spotify is triggered by smart speaker routine. Okay, what it matters, track the adoption of Spotify voice activity. Do you able to understood this point? The smart speaker routine activities? It show, is it visible, right? Or I need to increase the size? This is fine now. Okay. Yeah, fine. So smart speaker routine, what they define, number of times Spotify trigger by smart speaker routine. Morning play. Okay. So they already trace your login, right? In the morning, what exactly you are doing at gym time, what you are playing. So they just identify is it work or not. Long range, smart speaker. Okay, I need to check on this part. Anyone understood this thing? Number of times Spotify is triggered by smart speaker routine. Okay. So they create the morning playlist command. They create the gym time command, and they want to check whether the people are using that is that particular notification or not. The third one is calendar event conversion rate. So now the Spotify engage with the calendar. They propose the solution like initially he faced the identify the problem like if you are able to connect collaborate with the calendar, the Spotify they trace the activity of the user level, right? If you book any ticket nowadays, you also get the notification like you are booked for the particular time zone, right? In a calendar, indirectly, the Gmail show that your train is start from 10:30 to and the time you are in the train that notification is showing. If you are aware with that thing, if you check your calendar during traveling, you'll get that notification, right? And even if the people if you give the permission, the Google is completely trace your activities at what time you where you are going. So here if the Spotify is connected with the calendar events, they can trace at what time you are doing which activity. Means are you in the work, is it your focus time, then they will sharing the focus time like playlist. If you are in the driving mode, they will share the driving list, I mean the traveling songs or the way they trace your songs, how you listen to songs, they'll share those notifications. If you are in gym, they will share the playlist for the gyms. So this is how they trace the matrix conversion rate, number of calendar trigger playlist divided by the total calendar notifications. Say, any doubt till here? So this is how he identified the problem. He identified the proposed solution, and now he work on the kind of matrices. And based on these matrices, it will give the sense whether his proposed solution is fine or not, right? So this is what we need to include all the things at a granular level, at a all matrix level, because ultimately behind of you, the data analyst team going to work creating the dashboard for you guys to trace these matrices. The stakeholder directly checking, they don't want to read the theoretical doc. They directly check the dashboard. They directly checking the how the metrics are coming. If they found something wrong, they will again take the business context why it is going wrong, right? So this is how the business analyst and the data analysts are integrated with each other, and they work on the simultaneous part. Okay, and then there are some other matrices he mentioned here. Average satisfaction rating, application feature collected with the app survey. Okay, so again he traced the rating of the users, and then he work on the net promoter score (NPS). How likely users are recommended Spotify based on their experience with the integration. So this is how he work on this matrices level. And the sixth one is he work on the business impact matrix, where he check how many premium conversion rates are happened, how many free users are converted into a premium account after the impact of this apply of these new changes, right? It is also showing the whether your problem which you identify and the solution you propose, is it affected or your matrix or not, right? This type of rate you will be indicate the kind of story to the stakeholder. And ads for impression, this is also the see all the metrics which we have. They if you go to the any big company in MNCs, there are very specific team for the every matrix. Okay, even in the ad in Uber, we have one team called a ad impression. We have one team called as a membership. We have one team as a logistic. So ad impression, they only need to work on this ad related matrices. How many number of impression are done? How many people are coming on the platform? How many people uh, are using the particular playlist or not? Okay, this is what that ads members ads impression teams are doing the work. So each matrix indirectly is a one engagement. Okay, and there are so many people working for that one engagement. So membership is something that there are so many people working under the membership. You might be thinking this is very simple definition, but if you actually coming to the work, you will come to know that there is individual teams are working for that particular thing. Okay, so ad impression is again in Uber we have one specific team, ad impression. That's ads membership and ads impression. We have two teams here. They specifically work on the ads part. There is one team membership. They are completely working on the retention, churn rate, and the membership part. There are courier related issue, payment related issue. The team which is completely work on the payment related issue. But now this is not related with the payment thing. So that's how the teams we have in the every organization. Okay. If you work in the startup, might be you might be need to work on the all the engagement. If you go in a MNC, they create different engagement for the different particular business problem. So any doubt till here? Any issue or any doubt? So this is how every team or every MNCs have this kind of matrices. You need to focus on this kind of deep dives. Okay, so might be in future you are going to work on the retention or churn rate, or might be in the membership team, or might be in the ads team. If you're engaged, I mean, company is related with this kind of work. Okay, so yeah, this is all about the milestone M3. So if anyone want to present their screen and discuss about their project, what they identify and what they propose the solution, I'm happy to hear from their end, and we all can hear out the how you can identify the problem and what is the proposed solution. If no one want to discuss, they can ask some question related to this talk. If not, then we have some yeah, interview questions. So I will explain that topic. Even that topic is not covered, but I will try to explain in very granular level the question which is asked in the Uber interview last week. So anyone want to explain their project, how they identify the problem statement and
Ankush, I want to know which project are you exactly talking about?
it is only about the Spotify. I mean, see, this is the milestone M3 we are discussing on this. This is how the problem statement he directly identify. He identified the problem, and based on that problem, he created the deep dive sheet.
Uh, okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused or something because we are on a week 5, which says Introduction to Data Analytics, and it is showing a milestone 1. Okay. And the
Okay.
milestone is showing Flipkart's case study. If I'm not wrong, and someone can, confirm it from the group.
Yeah, yeah. Nisha, you're right. Now we have the third milestone that is written as milestone one because that was for data analytics. But yeah, that is our third milestone.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what he shared to me means the person he shared me the M3 milestone M3 which you guys done for the Spotify.
This is milestone two actually.
Uh, Ankush, it was for BRD creation. I mean, we have created BRDs for milestone 2, and it has already been submitted, I think, from last week. And now I think we are supposed to discuss Flipkart's case study on
Okay.
data analytics, some sort of, I mean, this topic where we have to
Oh, okay.
define the metrics, hypothesis, we have to do EDA, and then we have to build
Mhm.
dashboard.
Okay, yes, got it. But I think there might be some misunderstanding. I think Harshit is not on the platform, and there is a new guy, and he shared me this doc yesterday night. I thought,
Uh,
see, this completely on the Spotify BRD wala thing. So I thought
oh,
I
it
need
was
to,
BRD.
yeah. So I
Yeah, I
need,
mean, we have already completed it, I guess,
okay,
last week. Yeah.
but here they are not share anything with me, so I'm little bit confused. They directly share this thing, so I thought I need to explain this thing, right? So the only thing is everything they share on me on Friday night, and I need to explain on the Saturday. If I am aware with that part, might be I am able to help you guys here. But
Actually, when you started the class, now I got a bit confused. I thought what you
okay,
are discussing, but I thought, okay, you might be discussing something by yourself, okay, that we should know these things. And
yes,
that's
got
how I got confused because we have to work on the Flipkart case study and you were discussing about Spotify. That's where I got a bit confused.
okay. Uh, he is not share anything regarding the Flipkart to me, and I am also not aware.
Could you please
But
check? I mean, would you
yeah,
be able to check with Harshit or should we, I mean, connect with him?
just give me 1 minute. I am checking with the new person who is
Also,
assigned.
Akash, can you share this document that you were presenting so we could refer? Like,
Yeah, sure, sure.
awesome, thank
Yeah,
you.
Last week there is no
In the
class
WhatsApp would do,
link.
okay, rather than the chat.
I'm sharing the here only in meeting link. You can go and share.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you so much.
yeah. Just give me 1 second. I'm checking with. Yeah, sorry. Just give me 1 second.